Wow. Very good evening to one and all who have been presented here. It's been a much delightful to see you all once again for this INVTY empowerment session. More than 100 plus episodes have been conducted for the last 5 plus years. We thanks on behalf of INVTY for this golden opportunity to all the industry experts who have been supporting us throughout this journey of 5 plus years. I'm Dr. K. Satyanarayanan, ESG EdTech professional from INVTY. I'll be much happy to see you all, the guests who have been joined in our YouTube channel, from our WebEx, and also from our Zoom link. This week, we are going to discuss about environmental sustainability using this ISO 46001, a very rare standard where it has been not touched. But based on our experience through sustainability for the last 4 plus years, we have been keenly understood the importance of this 46001, how it can be encashed for sustainability, and how we can able to ensure that we can able to get a good lead with respect to this. Okay, water efficiency management. This is going to be our prime sector with respect to this. So with this, we'll start our session of ISO 46001, and what is we are going to attain from this session. We are going to have a very wider aspect of how this uh, water management is going to be there, and how we have been include this water management in our sustainability week. This is going to be our overall aspect with respect to this. Next, with respect to INVTY is been having a tagline of innovate and okay, innovate and inspire in the following domains. With respect to these are the various domains which we work with respect to SDG goals. Goal number 3 of good health and well-being, goal number 4 of quality education, and goal number 9 industry innovation and infrastructures. These 3 SDG goals have been aligned with our verticals. With respect to INVTY has been having verticals of research and developments towards technologicals and sustainability aspects. Corporate training, our corporate training, we have been having a copyrighted trading models of neurotechno model. Statutory and legal audits, we have been having a pleasure to say that more than 40 plus ISO standards, including all the legal audits, have been conducted by our INVTY audit wing. Digital solutions, very proud to say that last 2 months before, INVTY digital wing have been released what is the next technology of virtual reality, of spatial computing technology. And after COVID, INVTY have been introduced health and wellness wing, where it turns occupational health center into a fitness centers, and INVTY is have been having 15 plus OHE across India. So these are the various journey of INVTY with respect to sustainability. As of now, ESG workshops conducted is 298, total executive trained, top level executives trained throughout. Okay, it has been included in India. Okay, it has been across 5,000 plus people have been trained, and with respect to ESG audits, 182 audits have been conducted very successfully with respect to sustainability. So coming to today agenda and today topic of why it is important. Still now we may be talking about various standards of ISO 1450, okay, 45,001, even 50,001 gained a much importance. But the unsung hero here, it is with respect to the sustainability, we can able to understand that what is going to be at the end of this session webinar, what we are going to get. There are two important elements we are going to understand the importance of this water element in sustainability pillar. If you want to ensure a holistic, sustainable pillar in your organization, this water element has to be touched in a very right way. We are going to see that how we are going to do this and what is the overall expectation of this 46,001 and how we can able to integrate in your industry. And The second one is once the understanding is over, we are going to give you the various steps, the checkpoints where, as the industry, where you are, how you are, and what is the point where this water elements and sustainability in your organizations have been conducted, how you have been going to ensure that this water management is going to play a very vital role in your organization. This is going to be the two important aspect which these are the two important aspect which we have been going to have a overall aspect of today. Okay, coming to this water management. Okay, last 3.5 years as a sustainable part of sustainable wing of IINVTY, I've been going for many water audits, and we gained a momentum, we gained the importance to know why this water element is being the most important element in sustainability, not only for industry point of view, it's also for individual aspects also. So the data which has been there, which has been given by various bodies, is giving us a very vital information saying that even 1 in 6 people throughout the world has no access to safe water. 1 in 6 is consuming unsafe water, and the deaths due to waterborne diseases is more than 34 lakhs people have been expired due to this water pollution alone. The WHO, this is the data which is being given by WHO. Here there is another data which you can able to see that how industries have been using water, how the various industries have been using the water, and what is the contribution of this water in terms of profitability, and also in terms of commercial aspect, and also in terms of competitive gain. So this water plays a very major role, not only on sustainability aspect of environmental pillar, it also add values with respect to other pillars also. We are going to see that. So here, the first takeaway of this session is going to be, in your organization, have you calculated, have you having a fair idea in such a way that have you having a baseline of water consumption of your organization? Are we monitoring it, measuring it? If not, from today's session, the first takeaway is going to be monitoring and measuring of water usage, not only of the process, the overall as a industry. Put this element in ISO 14001 as one of the objective. This is going to be the first takeaway from today's training. So here, the next one is going to be, okay, the next one is going to be every liter which you saved is going to strengthen your sustainable credentials. Every liter which you are going to save is going to save your sustainable credential. Whenever you are going to talk about this SDG goal number 6 of clean water and sanitation, it plays a very vital role. It's not only on one SDG pillar of 6, it also add values to other SDG goals also. How this SDG, other SDG goals with respect to goal number 9, innovation, goal number 10, goal number 12, and goal number 16. This SDG goals plays a very vital role. This SDG goal number 6 plays a very vital role, adding values, adding flavors to other SDG goals also. So here, whenever you have been doing a materialistic assessment of your organization with respect to sustainability, keep this in mind that this water element in sustainability is going to play a very vital role in other SDG goals also. How it's going to be? Yes, we are going to see here. You can see there how this SDG goal number 6 plays a very important vital role in implementations of other SDG goals also. First, how it's going to be connected with SDG goal number 7. Whenever you are going to have a clean water and sanitation, you are going to have less water used. Less water used is going to be less energy consumed. Less energy consumed is going to be less, okay, your carbon, okay, carbon utilization is going to be less. And decent work and economic growth. Whenever you are going to save the water, whenever you are going to use the water in an optimized way, the operational cost is going to be reduced. Once the operational cost is going to be reduced, and the competitiveness, the price of the product, always you can able to have a competitive product in place, that ensures, okay, that ensures that your product plays a very vital role throughout the process, and we are ensuring that the things have been moving out in a right way by saving the water. Next, of SDG goal number 8 of decent work and economic growth. With respect to this, every water saved, as I told you, is going to add values to your price of your product directly, and industry innovation and infrastructure, it can be derived with respect to the efficiency of water which have been used, where the IoT technologies, where the AI technologies, now the organizations which we work as a sustainable knowledge partners, what we do, we have been slowly establishing a AI empowered water monitoring board that can able to ensures that can able to give you a data in such a way that what is the baseline, what is the average consumption of water, whether the water consumption is being acceptable as per our parameters or not. If not, it's going to give us a message, it's going to give us a notification saying that what is going to be the problem there and how it can be rectified. Next, with respect to sustainable cities and communities, how this SDG goal number 6 is linked with this sustainable cities. Very importantly, that whenever water is being utilized in a right way, efficient way, and effective way, that is going to have a sustainable communities where communities can be ensured that their water table is being always monitored, and that brings enormous benefits for the peoples who have been staying in that particular locality. Implementation number 2, my dear friends. This implementation is for our household. Ensure that are you having a fair idea of water table in your residence? If so, make sure that your water table have been monitored at least once in a year. Additional information: whenever you have been going to buy a flat, make sure that you are choosing a right flat based on sustainable factors. One sustainable factor is the water table and water log. It plays a very major role. And with respect to climate actions, responsible consumption, and also life below water, these three SDG goals also is being directly linked with this SDG goal number 6 of clean water and sanitation. So, as a whole, as an industry, I can able to see that many people have been joined from our YouTube, many people from our Zoom, many people from our WebEx. It's very clearly saying that make sure that this water element and sustainability have been a very vital element. Make sure that you have been going to add a very good flavor with respect to this, ensuring that the sustainability is being maintained by having a right process approach with respect to this water efficiency and effective management. Here, how we are going to attain sustainability through water efficiency management. What is water efficiency management is? Why this standard has been required? Actually, this is ISO 46001 2019 standard is being established, is being made sure that, okay, nowadays this 46001 standard of water efficiency management gaining a momentum with respect to environmental pillar, with respect to demand of ESG assessment, with respect to the demand of BRSR reporting. So the organization feels that yes, we need a structured format in such a way that how we have been going to manage the water, which is going to be the vital element throughout all the pillars of this ESG. So here I can give you a very fair idea, and also I can able to tell you some of the real-time case studies where the organizations have been putting this management system in place and gaining momentum with respect to this water management system and gaining lot of positiveness which we can't able to imagine also. One, with respect to this, First, we will see about what is the structure of this, and then we can able to move in depth with respect to this WEMS. So, with respect to this, the context of organization, what we have been going to do, what the standard requires is. My dear friends, I can able to give you a small caution here. Okay, whether you have been going for this standard or not. Okay, whether you have been going for this standard or not, it is not that I'm telling you that you have to implement this standard in your organization, not at all. But have a flavor, take a input from this standard and make sure that you have been integrating with your sustainability aspect process which you have been already having, that going to give you a fair amount of advantage with respect to this. So with respect to this of context of organization, what this standard requires is, what are the water sources as an industry which you have been used. Make sure that how much you have been using with respect to this water source, and with respect to that, what is the percentage of dependency on various water sources. So what are the different types of water sources you are having? What is the risk level with respect to this water resources which you have been directly you have been depending on, and what is the percentage of dependency on various water sources. So here, implementation number 3 for our industry with respect to this water management system, make sure that you have been having a fair idea of how much percentage of different types of water sources you have been having, with respect to rainwater, with respect to surface water, with respect to groundwater, with respect to the purchased water. So I have a fair idea that how it moves on. Then it ensures that what is the commitment from your top management? What is commitment from top management? Commitment from top management is efficiency and effectiveness. It may be reduction in consumption. It may be how much, okay, the recycle, reuse of water. Is there any commitment from our top management that arrays, or there is a trace of top management commitment with respect to this water management? What we can able to do, I can able to hear from our participants. One of our participants were telling that we are not having this ISO 46001. What we can do? Very simple, my dear friends. In your ISO 14001, whenever you are having a surveillance audit, make sure that you are still slightly you are reframing your policy and adding this water element also into that if it is not done so. Next, with respect to planning aspect, make sure that you are identifying the SWU, significant water users. You are ensuring that what process where the significant consumption of water has been there, whether this water process where the water has been consumed significantly, are we having a mechanism to monitor it or measure it? Are we having a water audit in place with respect to this? Are we having a baseline with respect to, are we having upper limit and lower limit with respect to this? This is the demand of the class number 6. The class number 7 is providing you a fair idea. Yes, your maintenance team is not only your maintenance team. First, they are talking about the awareness, they are talking about the resources with respect to water efficiency and water management system, with respect to where calibration meter, how it is being done, how it is being internally done, with respect to awareness, with respect to water conservation. And this should be there with fair amount of, it should be cross-functionally deployed with all the employees, not only your employees, to all the peoples who have been in and there, who have been coming to our industries for various reasons. So here, implementation number 4 is, okay, in your visitor log itself, if possible, in your visitor information itself, you can able to add few points with respect to this water management also. So like visitor also contributes to this water efficiency in your organization. So here, it's about competency. That is another requirement with respect to competency. It's ask us, okay, it is directly asking us in such a way that, okay, it is be directly asking us in such a way that your executives in your organization who have been having a competencies with respect to assessment, with respect to fault finding, with respect to the significant, who is going to confirm, who is going to freeze this significant water usage, who is going to have that kind of competencies and how you have been assessing it, and what are the parameters and what are the initiatives you have been done as an industry to ensure that the competencies have been keep on enhanced year on and year. This is the requirement of someone with respect to eight. Okay, operations. As a organization, what are the different water saving initiatives and controls you have been done? What are the different aspects? Okay, this initiatives, the water saving initiatives or water effective usage of water initiatives, it should be fairly, it should be based on the demand of that particular process. So here, first we have to understand about the risk aspect, what are the water losses aspect, and where the water is being consumed more. For that, as an organization, we have to ensure that there should be a various water saving initiatives, and that water saving initiatives has to be effectively and it has to be evaluated in a periodical way to ensure that this water saving initiatives have been saved this many liters of water. And it's not only with respect to water, it can be extended with respect to how much money it is being saved. It's not only with respect to money, my dear friends, with respect to CO2 also. This much of CO2 have been saved with respect to this initiative. Next, the performance evaluation. It requires WUA, where as an organization, the set up WA measures, it has to be evaluated, it has to be monitored, and it has to be reviewed. And you have to have a KPIs based on the various process, whether it is being achieved or not. If it has been achieved, we are being going for the improvement phase for further detection and reductions of our target. If it is not done, we are being going to have an alternate mechanism. So this is a fair idea. Okay, here the intention is not to tell what are the requirements of ISO 46001, not at all, but ensure that these are the very key elements of each standard, of each class of this 46001. As the experience of implementing more than 15 plus projects in last 2 years with respect to 46001, that these elements, if the organizations are having these elements in place before implementing ISO 46001, that organizations have been ensuring that they can able to implement this ISO 46001 in a very vital role. So check your water effective management system. As the starting of this session, as I told you, as I promised you, we will give you a guidelines. We will give you the various structure to analyze your organization's stand with respect to this water effective management system. These are the important 7 elements that the organizations has to check after this. There are more than 120 plus or participants have been here in various platforms. Our humble request is after this session, make sure that these 7 points, you are evaluating these 7 points with respect to your industry, and you are ensuring that in what level as an industry you are with respect to this WEMS, water effective management system. First, as an organization, whether the water source have been identified, whether you have been identified all the waters with respect to your consumption, with respect to your consumption of your industry. Next, water flow mapping. Once the water source have been identified, next we have been going to ensure we have to have a checkpoint saying that whether the water flow mapping have been done. There should be a complete inflow and complete from inflow to discharge. There should be a complete integration, and the flow should be marked in a very systematic way in a flow diagram basis. Why it is required? It is required to ensure that in most of the cases, once the water flow mapping have been done, we can able to identify what are the areas this water loss has been there, whether the water have been consumed efficiency, it has been consumed efficiency and effectively. Next, make sure that your organization has been having the SWs. In the process okay, once this water flow mapping has been done, in each process, which are the process have been consuming more amount of water? What are the SWUs, significant water uses? Where we have been, okay, where we have been going to put our eye, where we have been going to implement the important aspects with respect to monitoring, measuring, analysis, and evaluate in this water management system, where it has to be started. Okay, so for that, we record the SWU, significant water usage points in your organizations. Once the SWU has been done, next go for baseline establishment. What is baseline? Okay, what is baseline establishment? Baseline establishment is very simple, saying that once the water flow has been mapped, once I know the SWs, getting the average data for last 1 year, at least 1 year. Okay, we always go for what we do while integration of this SW. We go for data analytics. Based on data analytics, we fix our baseline establishment, saying that these are, okay, this much of liters of water to be consumed for each process, and if it has been above than that, there is a leak or there is overconsumption, the efficiency is being not maintained. So we are going to set you the baseline establishment. Once the baseline establishment is over, make sure for WUI. Earlier, we talked about SWU, significant water uses. Now it is WUI, of water use intensity. What is water use intensity? Water use intensity is nothing but how much of water have been used, okay, per product, or for production, okay, entire production, how much of water is being utilized. So this gives you a fair idea in such a way that for a production, okay, for the overall production, how much of water has been involved. So this WA is one of the measurable form that gives us a real-time data whether this water efficiency management is followed in the right way in organizations or not. Next, with respect to emergency preparedness, if there is, okay, you have to have a contingency plan, saying that if any water shortage is being there, water contamination is being there, the system failure has been done, what are the different aspects you have been going to have? What is the different plan with respect to that? With respect to water shortage, with respect to the, okay, failure of the system, failure of the tank, and if there's any contaminations of water has been done, what is going to be my overall aspect with respect to that? So it plays a very vital role, saying that the water is not only for consuming of my process, it's as a entirely we have been looking for, and we have to have our water emergency preparedness manual with us. Next, the last very important element is WEM, water efficiency manual. That water efficiency manual is gives us a fair idea in such a way that what are the SOPs we have to follow to ensure that the water efficiency has been maintained in your organizations, and what is the approved values we have been having. And this WEM has to be approved, and it has to be updated, and it has to be reviewed in such a way that, okay, in such a way that, is my voice is clear to others? Okay. Okay, thank you. So here, the next aspect is with respect to the WEMS enhancement score. Okay, WEMS score. Thank you. So here, as apart from this, all these elements, all this aspect, how this water element plays a very important role with respect to sustainability. Here there is another clue which we like to give you with respect to this, how does WMS enhance sustainability score in EcoVadis. So the organizations who have been having a fair idea had implemented the elements which we have been disclosed earlier. They plays a very important role, and they have been having a much better score comparing to other organizations. In what are the aspects? First, with respect to the environmental, you can be able to see that there are various different questions with respect to water consumption, how the water has been treated, what is your water policy, how it is being implemented, the pollution with respect, all these questions are directly involved with this environmental management system. Next, with respect to the labor and human rights, with respect to health and safety, and with respect to clean drinking water, with respect to water's participations, how the workers have been participating in sustainability initiatives. These are the typical questions that is indirectly linked with respect to this water. And with respect to the ethics aspect, again, how the transparency, okay, as an organization, my consumption of water, how I've been accurately, transparently, I will be disclosed in the public domains. What are the different, okay, the legal aspects in water consumption which I've been following it on. And with respect to the sustainable procurement aspect, in with respect to supplier environmental aspect, this water conservation plays a major role, whether as a customer, whether as a T1, whether as a OEM, whether I've been assessing my T1 or T2 or T3 with respect to this water efficiency management. So this is the overall various questions which has been directly linked with this water element. The organizations who have been doing well, okay, they have been having some baselines, and they are ensuring that this elements plays a very vital role with respect to the overall ESG assessment also. As we have been talking about that what effective management system is a pulse of sustainable industry, these are the various aspects which we have been looking for. With respect to planet, once the water conservation has been there, we are going to reduce the emit we have been going to reduce the emissions, we have been going to protect the ecosystem. With respect to people, yes, with respect to people are going to get the water which they want, and the community assessment should be there, and also the responsible behavior with respect to water consumption and water reductions has to be there. And overall the profit, the organization which have been already implemented this standard, they can always able to ensure that the profit, and also they have been having a competitive advantage over their competitors also. So these are the various, before we have been telling that how good it is. Our sustainable wing of INVTY, they decoded, they always decode once in 15 days. They will always try to decode the various good practices of other organization with respect to various elements. These are the different decode practice which they did. What Tata Motors with respect to the automotive sector, they have been successfully implemented zero liquid discharge, uh, that ensures that they have been saving more than 35% of the water before this, okay, zero liquid discharge. With respect to ITC limiteds, okay, they are having a very good aspect of water positive set. Very important and very hard to achieve this. What they are telling is they are ensuring they have been having a kind of rainwater harvesting, and they have been recharging the groundwater, and they are ensuring that their consumption, okay, is being less than compared to how much of water they have been saved. So they have been giving a word called water positive status. With respect to Mahindra and Mahindra, again a automotive sector, which one of the very important case study which I particularly decoded, saying that they are having a dashboard that is being incorporated, that is being updated in a daily basis, to ensure that there is no leakage and water over consumption have been there in the particular area, the particular process. And apart from that, they are having a water auditor also in this Mahindra and Mahindra. Next, with respect to this Ultratech cement sector we taken, they are having a very unique practice of mine pit rainwater reservoirs. It's very unique, and very few of the organization have been having this in their mines. Okay, they are having a pit rainwater reservoirs that they have been using this water and for various process also. This pit rainwater harvesting systems has been a unique systems which we have been came across. With respect to the IT sectors, we taken decoded with respect to Infosys. They are telling that they have been using various IoT technologies for their gardening purpose, and also whenever there is a need, only this gardening, the water have been consumed. So overall, my dear friends, with respect to this today's session, this short recall, we started from what is WEMS, what is the requirement of WEMS, and we slowly integrate this WMS with various SDG goals, and with respect to why as a organization, what are the requirements with respect to class number 4 to class number 10, and then we saw the various elements of WMS with respect to this. Okay, what are the elements which as an organization you record, starting from water resource identification, flow water mapping, significant water usage, baseline establishment, water use intensity, emergency preparedness, and water efficiency manual. These are the 7 important elements we have to have while you are going to integrate this water effective management system. Once again, my dear friends, it is not only with respect to our organ. Okay, it's not only with respect to implementation of ISO 46001, whether we are implementing it or not. Kindly ensure that this element have been added in your organization to have a better impact of your sustainable pillars. So at last, these are the various INVTY ESG impacts, starting from road safety, starting from ocean cleanup, starting from the war. Okay, starting from World Environmental Day celebration, and last May, we have been established a mental hygiene cell that is being currently there every Saturday. It has been it has been working for the executives who have been working in the industry, especially more than 750 plus executives have been benefited by this cell. Next, for the summer, keeping water bowl. This year, we have been joined hands with our sustainable partner SL Lumex, and we have been distributed more than 5,000 water bowls. Next, we have been last 2 years based on sustainable pillar of social, we have been giving a 1 week leave for the parents who have been for the parents of the children who have been going for school first time, and also virtual reality for the competency assessment. And with respect to aquarium, as of now 234 aquariums have been given to various government schools across Tamil Nadu. Now we have been extending this to the various other states also. Overall, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. I thank my team for this various data. The main intent, the main objective of this INVTY industrial empowerment session is ensure that the futuristic benchmarks and futuristic technologies have been shared among the industries, and to ensure that we are all moving towards a sustainable society. Once again, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. If you have been having any kind of queries, any kind of further informations have been required from us, always you can able to contact the numbers which has been there, and always you can able to give us the feedbacks of what you have been think. Once again, thank you for this entire session. The recorded videos, yes, always we have been having more than 100 plus recorded videos in our INVTY, okay, YouTube channel. Always you can able to have a look on this, and also you can able to follow our page, LinkedIn page, where you can able to get various updates time in and time out. Thank you for investing your time on this Sunday. Have a pleasant Sunday evening. Once again, thank you. I'm your Dr. K. Satyanarayanan. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.